May I seek your permission or ask for permission for the witness to be taken back on the aspect of his knowledge about the docket 534 concerning possession of drugs in phosphorus.
You want to cross-examine him again on that?
On that aspect.
Okay, fine, no problem.
Thank you.
As a purpose, just for my defense.
Yeah,
Yesterday, he undertook to find certain portions in the record
I know.
to
Show us on the records.
support the questions that he was putting to the witnesses.
So has he brought that record? Mr. Mngomezulu?
Yes, Lord, I've got
He
it.
brought it. He says he brought it.
Yes, yeah. But the first point, my lord, relates to the
The vehicle.
questions that he put to Sergeant Mukhani
Yeah, Mohani, yeah.
as to what happened on the 19th. He contended that Sergeant Mukhani denied that he was joined by the
Jonathan. SWAT team.
Ekurhuleni team,
Yeah.
and we just want to refer the court to
Yes.
the proceedings of the 7th of
7th?
November, 7 November 2023.
2023.
Yes, page 20,
Page 20. Right?
from line 14.
Line 14.
Yes, 14.
14
Yes, 14
to
to page up to page 22, my lord.
up to page 22. So it's page 20 to 22.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And we just want to briefly quote what Advocate Mngomezulu said. Mr. Mngomezulu, accused will come and tell the court that on the 19th, on the date the alleged confession was taken,
Yeah.
he was assaulted by the Metro Police officers, including Mabena, who was in your company. Then he says the Metro Police officers who were present was Butelezi, Jonathan, Mabena. Then Sergeant Mukhani then replied, I do not accept that because I do not know anything about that. He would have informed me if you've been assaulted. And that was when I think the submission of counsel was based on this particular answer by Sergeant Mukhani that he denied that the SWAT team was present on the day in question. And on page 21, Sergeant Mukhani carries on. He says he was the driver of the car.
Right.
And Mr. Mngomezulu says, yes, this is line 3 on page 21. It is my instruction that as he was transported, a car parked next to a certain filling station, where he saw a board reflecting Alberton. Then Mr. Sergeant Mukhani asked, I want explanation of whether it was when we were still on our way to Moroka. Then Mr. Mngomezulu said, this is the version of the accused. And he said, you can pose questions to me. Then Mr. Mngomezulu at page 18 says, I agree that the bottom line is I'm putting the version of accused 2. He was stopped, or the Toyota Fortuner stopped next to a filling station, and that is when a short while a motor vehicle that was driven by Jonathan arrived. Then Sergeant Mukhani said that is not true. And counsel yesterday contended that Sergeant Mukhani denied the arrival of the SWAT team. But as we mentioned, my lord, that the cross-examination was based on the version that was put that the incident occurred on the 19th en route to Moroka Police Station. And that is basically the trend of the cross-examination insofar as the rest of the pages are concerned.
My lord, the version put to Sergeant Mukhani relating to the assault on the 19th.
On the 19th.
On the 19th, it's not in dispute. Sorry, my lord. It has been put to Sergeant Mukhani that on the 19th, accused number 2 was assaulted by the police. The continuation of the assault, it did not end on the 19th.
Even on the 20th, after having made the confession, he was still assaulted.
He was assaulted even on the 24th.
I see.
Yes.
Now, what would be the assault for? Because he's already made his confession.
That is the question to be answered by the state.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it ever put, sorry, I don't recall that evidence.
Yes.
Mr. Baloi, was it ever put that even after the confession was made, accused number 2 of Mr. Mngomezulu's client was again still assaulted?
Well, We remember that version insofar as accused number 1 is concerned,
Yes.
but not as far as accused number 2 is concerned, my lord.
No, but you're talking about number 2.
Yes, yeah, I'm just saying that the continuation of the assault after the making of the confession, that was put...
In respect of accused number 1.
Yes, on
Okay, fine.
yes, on record. But
I
I'm
will
sure-
check that evidence.
Yes.
I will make a special note here with a red pen that there's a dispute between the state and the defense regarding what was put and what was the answer of Mr. Sergeant Mokhanu.
This question asked by my lord, why would they continue to assault him on the 24th if the confession has already been made? For me, I'm asking myself, is there a formula to the assault? Is there a formula to when the assault should be? I don't think the question was well placed. I think the question should have been, and this is what he should have been looking out for, was the assault done? Is the version that Bongani Ntanzi putting, is this accurate? Whether it was done 6 months later or from the confession or before the confession, it's neither here nor there. Bongani Ntanzi says he was assaulted from this time to this period. But my lord wants to know, why would they continue to assault him if the confession has already been taken? I'm not sure. When it comes to people that, put their hands on other people, why there would be any logic around that. And that question is being posed to the brigadier, who says, that wasn't reported to me. So how would he therefore know why they would continue to assault him? So is there a correct period to assault someone? So before the confession, and then it is presumed that after confession is taken and signed, that there is no further assault. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I thought that was quite an interesting question from my lord over there. In fact, I thought it was that shouldn't be your focus. Your focus is to listen and then judge if the version that Bongani Ntanzi is putting is what happened based on the witnesses, not if it actually happened and why it should have happened. That for me was quite odd. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I definitely want to hear what you think. But please make sure you stay tuned, because we're going to hear Advocate Mngomezulu put Gininda, the judge, in place, because we see here where Baloyi stands up to, reiterate what happened yesterday. This is part 5. If you haven't caught the previous videos of the tactics and tantrums of Brigadier Gininda, he's about to give us a tantrum here. Wait and see.
Any other thing you want to add, sir?
My lord, the assault that was actually effected on the accused on the 24th was even after
The 24th of June. Which
was-
accused is that?
Accused number 2
Number 2.
was
After he had made a statement on the 19th.
from the magistrate.
Okay. So what was he assaulted for, by the way? Can you remind me? According to him, your instructions, what was he assaulted for? Because they have killed him, these 5 guys,
That's correct.
to make a confession. And then he actually, as I recall the evidence, he doesn't make a confession. The statement of the alleged confession is written out for him. He's only told to sign it. Is that number 1?
That's number 2.
That's number 2.
Even number 1 is the same position, but
He also signed what was already
what
written
was already, yes, in Diepkloof police station.
in Diepkloof police station and at the
Accused number
magistrate's
2.
court.
Accused number 2. That's why he said he was assaulted in Orlando East
Oh.
when Brigadier Gininda came with Sergeant
written
Khan,
confession, the
with a
written
written
statement.
confession, sitting on the back seat of the white BMW.
Then fine, I appreciate
Yes.
it.
Then the reason why the court is interested to know why was there any continued assault after securing the
Yeah.
confession. This is what I'm going to
Oh, canvas.
canvas
Okay,
with
fine,
the
fine.
court this morning.
Okay.
My lord, may I, with the leave of the court,
Regarding the question as to whether it was put to the witnesses that accused number 2 was assaulted after the 24th, the only allegation was that after he made the confession to the magistrate, on the way to Jamestown, they stopped along the route and he was assaulted and forced to sign the confession. But that is on the day of the confession and not after that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because on the day of the confession, the allegation is that he was forced to sign a written statement or alleged confession, which was presented to him for signature.
Yes.
You see, now after having signed it, was there an imputation that They even assaulted him after he had signed it. Now I'm saying,
Yes,
I never heard that,
No,
that imputation.
No, not after.
Okay, fine. Is that how you recall the evidence system?
That's correct.
Okay, fine, yeah. Okay.
With the leave of the court, may I refer the witness to the records relating to the offense Sergeant Mkhano referred to, the docket under 53406/2020. It's on page.
Do you have a copy of that record, sir?
No, I don't mean it.
Can you assist?
We have an electronic
Oh, I see, okay.
version. We'll just show it on the screen.
Okay.
Sorry, my lord, Mr. Mzansi Unfiltered is not present today. He's come to assist me. The date is, let me check the date here. Six November.
6th November.
The date of the 6th of November 2020. My lord, may I request my PA to come and sit next to me?
Yeah, fine.
Or may I give it to the interpreter? May I request the interpreter, my lord, to read for me?
Yeah,
It's going to be much
what you want to put
to the witness.
must be read into the record.
Court, please.
Okay.
The last part, the last where it says Mr. Mngomezulu, the last sentence of page 37 to the following page 38.
Mr. Mngomezulu, all right, now can you please give me the case number where accused was charged with possession of drugs? Should I read the response of Mr. Mkhani?
Yes, please. Up to the yellow.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Mkhani, before what? Mr. Mngomezulu, possession of drugs. Mr. Mkhani, case number 278/6/2020. No, sorry. 534/6/2020. The case number is 534/6/2020. Mr. Mngomezulu, so what is the charge under that case number? Mr. Mkhani, I remember that was the case. Mr. Mngomezulu, you are not sure. Mr. Mkhani, indistinct, not interpreted. Mr. Mngomezulu, sorry. Mr. Mkhani, let me say he was not charged. Mr. Mngomezulu, all right. The SAP 14A.
There's a slight correction, my lord.
Yeah.
On page 38, Mr. Mngomezulu put it to Mr. Mkhano. So was he charged? Not what was the charge.
Okay.
Was he charged under that case number? And line 11, Sergeant Mkhano says, let me say he was charged. We just wanted to.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think the interpretation was that he was not charged.
Oh, but he was charged. That's the answer.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Mr. Mkhani, after he was charged, Mr. Mngomezulu, all right, the SAP 14A notice of rights in terms of the docket 534/6/2020, Mr. Mkhani, and in bracket indistinct, when the docket comes, Mr. Mngomezulu, so are you referring to this matter which was ultimately not placed on the court roll of phosphorus? Thank you. That is up until the yellow.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes.
So, Brigadier, did you understand the question that I posed on Sergeant Mkhano relating to the drug case in Phosphorus?
Yes, I did, my lord. According to the record, he's referring to this. I understand what was read to me.
So, is it your first time to hear, during the course of your investigation, to hear about the docket 53406?
So my lord, no, it's not the first time. What I said yesterday is the case reference number that I was not sure of, but I am aware that when accused 2, and I think I testify about it in my evidence in chief, that when he was taken to forced arrest, they wanted to put him with a matter that was pending. The case number I'm not sure because it's not my docket. Sergeant Khan is the IO, and that is a docket that I'm aware of. So if that is the reference number, then I'm aware. But also my lord, in addition to perhaps not in addition, I wanted to start there. Yesterday, it was put to me by Defense for Counsel, counsel for accused number 2, that the vehicle, this is now the Toyota Fortuner with VF47 LRGP on the 24th. It was, I think there was a dispute in that regard.
Yeah.
I've checked my
Sorry.
records.
Sorry to
No,
interject.
Mr. Mngomezulu, please. Let him explain whatever he wants to explain.
It wasn't dispute, my lord. Then I
Yes,
was told
yes,
that
agree.
the records will be brought to show that the vehicle was there because
It was the one that was being utilized.
Indeed, and the vehicle indeed was at the police garage mechanical school.
Benoni.
In Benoni on the 24th. my
That's how I understand the evidence. The AVL expert also says it.
With
Indeed,
due
my lord.
respect, my lord, I'm coming there.
No, I'm
I'm
just
still
saying.
busy with what happened in Force Lawrence. May I not be disturbed, Brigadier? Okay. I'll come to that issue of yesterday, because yesterday you deny having knowledge of the docket of Force Lawrence under 534.
No. I was asked, but that's not correct, my lord.
Yeah.
I was asked specific about the case reference number, not that I was aware if accused was taken to force us to appear. That's not how it was put to me, my lord.
Okay,
So
fine.
that's not correct.
Maybe you can listen to the records from yesterday.
Yes, we can, my lord.
Yes.
Gininda. I mean, seriously, he likes to lead himself. He doesn't want to be cross-examined. He wants to lead himself. He wants to go wherever he wants to go, whether it's to the valley of the shadow of... Okay, let me not do that. But he wants to go where he wants to go, okay? And he wants to go where he wants to go when he wants to go. Get it? So yes, there was some back and forth between Mngomezulu and the brigadier, and then they decided to table it, and then they would come back after Mngomezulu had read the record. Now they're back in court the next morning. Mngomezulu starts off with the assault for the 19th and the 24th. And you know how Brigadier is. He's like that anxious kid who is so eager to prove a point, who is so eager to show his mommy or daddy that, hey, look what I've done. Look what I found. Look at me. Me. And he just cannot wait for Mngomezulu to get to that part. So he decides this is a great time for us to segue into that conversation. I'm going to lead myself down to that conversation. And Mngomezulu says, oh, no, you're not. You are not going to start talking about the Toyota Fortuner before I even ask you. And my lord says, no, let him speak. Let him explain whatever he wants to explain. And then Mngomezulu says, no. Okay, no, we are not doing that. We are getting there. I am going to get there. Right now, I'm on the assault. Okay, let's not mix things up. Okay, let's not do that. In this cooking, let's not mix things up. You're trying to confuse me. It's not going to work. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think that is a Gininda tactic you have seen in present-day cross-examination with Advocate Omnisi with regards to the warning statements and why the warning statements, he's been trying to bring them onto the record since December last year. And finally, they were read into the record. But each time he has to talk about them, he has to talk about how I wanted to bring them up and then I was told my help is not required. Let me know if you remember that. But as well, let me know if my lord should have, restrained himself, okay, from jumping into this conversation and giving Brigadier Gininda the powers that be. Because I believe the Brigadier, according to him, and Baloyi is studying an LLB, so he should know decorum, court protocol, and how a simple thing like how a cross-examination happens. The advocate asks the questions, you answer. And. I don't know. That's for me just stood out as strange. But that is where I'm going to end this video. So let's go ahead and catch up in the next video so that we continue on in a separate video and don't make this one too long. So, you know the house rules. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you've made it this far in the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. To you who's watching from outside the club, 45% of you are watching from outside the club. How do I know? YouTube tells me, okay? YouTube knows who's watching, where they're watching, what device, and what time they're watching, and how long they're watching. YouTube says 45% are watching you from outside the club. let's make it official. Please go ahead and hit that subscription button so that you can continue to enjoy the videos from inside the club. And nobody will know you're subscribed. Okay? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.